My name is Pat Donnelly. I work for WVU Safety and Health Extension. I'm a field researcher for the Timber Safe Network program. And here we are today at an active logging job here in West Virginia. And we're invited out here by Sisler Construction and Logging to talk about the program. Timber Safe is a research project to try to reduce accidents and fatalities on logging jobs around the state of West Virginia. It's grant funded. Part of the network would be West Virginia University Extension. Mark Fullen, who heads up Safety and Health Extension, as well as Wayne Lundstrom, who works with the Safety and Health also. In the beginning, it was called the Timber Safe program. We had 31 companies that we dealt with. Every 6 weeks, we did an audit. They got to know me very well. So yeah, we would talk about their safety management program. We would talk about things that they have changed. And they will show me things that they have changed, where they've increased their safety program or bringing their safety program up to a better level. And there's places where they haven't, but they've been honest about it. And we have given them the ability through our program to help them through the next steps of what they need to do. It usually starts at a B&P meeting and best management practice meeting that the Department of Forestry puts on. In order to be a licensed logger, a certified logger in the state of West Virginia, you have to go through a course. One of them is the B&P course, one of them is to have certified first aid, and one of them is to have a chainsaw cutting course. So part of that is I come to those meetings. I offer out Timber Safe as a voluntary service. They sign up for it. They invite me out to their job, and I come out and I start the process of doing a safety audit. I physically look at everything going on in the job. I look for if they're using seatbelts, do they have an active safety program, a safety management program? Do they have fully charged fire extinguishers? Are they filling up, are they cutting their trees correctly, meaning by the OSHA standard? Are they doing things that would keep them compliant? Are they wearing their hard hats when they're at their machines? Are they wearing the proper PPE when they perform their jobs? Usually when somebody shows up in a white state vehicle on a log job, everybody tenses up. I have to gain their trust. And the trust factor comes in very, very quickly. If they don't trust me, they're not going to open up. If they don't trust me, they're not going to listen to anything that's been brought forth by this program. Once they get to know me, know that I'm not doing anything to hurt them, it's become pretty good. They've welcomed me, and they've actually, through this program or through the research we've shown through this program, there's been a difference. There's been a difference in safety. There's been a difference in the amount of accidents. There's been accidents, I believe, that have been prevented by it because they've changed the way they do some things. It's a culture. So we've been able to change that culture. And as we go forward with this program, we're hoping that it just changes more and more.
In the day-to-day grind, sometimes you get lazy or complacent. You're trying to get as many loads out as possible. I think the Timber Safe program has definitely changed, just kind of how we approach things on the job as far as keeping an eye out for one another, keeping machines, up to date as far as fixing leaks or mechanical problems sooner. So just to try to remind each other to take a little bit of time and keep an eye out for dangerous instances, even if it's just taking the time to talk about what happened and how that could potentially happen here.
Progress with this group is not quick, but there has been progress, forward progress, and I'm very happy with that fact. And it's shown as this program comes into fruition, there's differences, and there's tangible differences because we see it through the research. If we boil it all down to it, the trust they have in the Timber Safe program has been amazing because they're willing to listen, they're willing to work with us, and they're willing to welcome us on their job site. My hope is for more people taking care of the resource that we've been gifted with and being able to do it in a safe manner. So if somebody's going to hand cut, they're automatically putting on their chaps or their saw pants. They already have their chainsaw boots on. They already have their high vis and their logger's helmet on. Just doing it as a natural progression, not like, oh my gosh, I forgot that and I got to go back to the truck and get it. Not that kind of thing, but that they naturally do it because they've been involved in this program and they've seen the benefits of it, and they want to push that forward to new employees and to seasoned ones who haven't been part of it before. I'm just part of this Timber Safe network, and I'm just the field guy. And there's a lot of people working in the office trying to make all this work in the respect of having all the paperwork ready, having the binders ready, taking this data and doing what they need to do, analyzing it, putting out reports, and showing people that there is a positive effect being involved in the Timber Safe network. We realize you can take this information and do with it what you want to be compliant. The only thing I said I will add to that is I hope you take this information seriously, because it could make the difference between everybody going home the way they showed up at work and having that unenviable task to call a loved one and say, hey, you need to meet me at the hospital because I never want that. That is my whole goal here, is that never happens again. That's what we do with Timber Safe. We want to make people healthy. We want to let them go home the way they came to work that morning, in one piece, uninjured, ready to go the next day.